much, so they'll.
Oh, I gotta put my face in. Okay, is it okay?
But everyone can hear me just fine? Awesome. Welcome to the end of the season, end of the year celebration for Minnesota Dodgeball, everyone. All right, before we jump into the awards, just a few slides here. Just usually as a general. Still there,
You're there forever now.
The thing that we wanted to call out on this slide is not only the schedule for today's, the agenda for today, but we really want to remind everyone what the mission of Minnesota Dodgeball is. And it's really to provide accessible and inclusive dodgeball for everyone, regardless of your age, background, and skill level across Minnesota, right? And our vision is we want to be the driving force in making dodgeball a prominent sport across Minnesota. So not just in the Twin Cities, but across the state. So that's what we're actively trying to work on. And we're beginning with the Twin Cities. And y'all are part of that vision for us. This is a lot of text. Don't read too much into it. You all get a copy of the slide deck. But we just wanted to share what our core values are at Minnesota Dodgeball, right? We want to be a court for everyone. We want you to grow through the game of dodgeball. We want you to build teamwork, camaraderie with the sport. We want to be always innovating the dodgeball experience, whether that's offering new programs, offering new services. We want to make sure that you're always enjoying dodgeball. And then being able to pass the ball to the next generation. So we are developing youth or young adult programs as well. So not only can adults play, but also young kids. With that being said, let's go into fall 2024. Thank you to all the captains that have captained this season. Yeah, we really appreciate all your support and help in leading your team this cycle. And then thank you to all the refs who helped us this season as well. Without our refs, we couldn't really make dodgeball possible, so really thank you for all that support. Congratulations to Rising Tides, captained by Carl Peterson over there. For winning the Fall 2024 Co-Ed Division League. And then same color shirt. Congratulations to Slow Squad. Captained by Katie. And yes, I told Gavin this very same thing. I was like, it's very similar. All right. Enough of me. Well, actually, still more of me. We're going to start with some of the Fall 2024 awards. When you get an award, please come on up. We'll give you a certificate as well as a little mini trophy, and then maybe we'll take a quick photo. The first few awards are league awards, so there's going to be 2 total, 1 from each league. So you'll take a photo together if both of you are here.
Also, feel free to shuffle in.
Yeah, feel free to come closer. There's many seats here.
It's your own fault.
Thank you all.
Oh, hey.
All right. The first 2 awards that we're going to be handing out is the Outstanding New Player Award. So this award is for a new player who is their first time playing in Minnesota Dodgeball in a league. And they either demonstrated great skill on the court, they had great sportsmanship, and they really impressed the community with their with everything. So with co-ed, the person that we're awarding this award to is somebody who had such a great attitude on the court. They really knew how to throw the ball with a lot of power as well. They were very kind of underestimated at times. Brought great energy to the league, and we couldn't be prouder to award this new player award to Tyler Schumacher. Tyler is going up north, so he couldn't be here today, so we'll give this award after.
And for Lavender,
Yeah.
this player, typical story, they hadn't played since grade school, and from week 1, the way they were playing on the court was just completely outstanding. We're very impressed with their ability for throwing, for catching, for just their court awareness. And so I'm excited to say that Simon Oliver is our outstanding player.
The next award here is the Most Improved Player Award. This is awarded to a player who's played in at least one season of Minnesota Dodgeball, and they've shown great development over the course of the season, just really up-leveling themselves, committing to their growth. And so, the award for the Co-Ed League for Most Improved Player is a good dear friend of mine. He's been playing for several seasons now, and I think he's become such a formidable threat on the court. He's a little quirky, and I love that about him. Really loves the corner, really does a good job cornering, and really shows a lot of power in his throws, and amazing catcher as well. Couldn't be prouder to give this award to our dear friend, Kieran Strong. Kieran is probably doing something with aliens right now, so I'll give this award later.
But his improvement from...
And Lavender, this player, it's been really fun watching their growth over the season, even from past seasons and other dodgeball leagues. This player's been learning a whole lot and has really grown, becoming a formidable foe, being able to take any position needed on the court when something needs to be backed up. Securing a lot of catches, getting some good throws, and so I want to give this award to Caroline. Yes. She's here.
Caroline, Tyler's going to take a quick photo of you with Jenny here. Congratulations, Caroline. All right, so the final award here for the Co-Ed and Lavender League is the Co-Ed and Lavender League Award is given by the league manager to somebody who they think exemplifies the spirit of the league, the dodgeball. So the Co-Ed League Award is going to a player who's been very helpful throughout the Co-Ed League, setting up GoPros, having a great time captaining his team, bringing great energy, good spirit, and everyone just enjoys being around him and his presence. So really happy to give this award to Mr. Ben Rattle. Congrats, Ben.
Lavender League Award. This player, very helpful every week. Wanted to learn more. Stepped up to be a ref this season, and was asking a lot of questions. And I was very excited when this player wanted to continue reffing and doing, helping out with the playoffs, but also recognizing when they were exhausted and just wanted to watch games. And so I'd like to give this to Kuche.
What? No. Work.
Alright, that's enough from Jeffrey and I. Now it's moving on to the captains. So the Captain's Choice Awards are awards that are given by the captains to a player on their team. Doesn't necessarily have to be their best player. It can be a player that has good sportsmanship, brings a lot of good energy to the team. So we allowed each captain to choose one player, and they're going to come up and give a little speech about why they chose that player. And we'll be starting with the Co-Ed division, or Co-Ed League. So these are all around 6 teams, 6 captains. And we're going to start with Blizzard Baddies. Ike, come on up.
I chose to give the award to a player that showed a lot of energy to the court. Always showed the best honesty. Times where I didn't even think he was out, choosing to step off the court. I really admire that, and it deserves to be honored. It was really close between a couple of players, but on the last night, it was decided in being willing to line ref and choosing to line up, run up to the front line to check the rush line, then to the back line. More energy than I've ever seen a line ref give. So the award goes to Peaches.
Oh, what can I say about this player? What's my team's name?
Cthulhu Cloudbreaker.
Probably the best part about this season is getting on to figure out how to say Cthulhu. This player, lots of great spirit. Never really ever got frustrated if things didn't go the way that they wanted to. They came to skills night and really tried hard learning how to do everything, and it paid off because this player caught 4 people on Thursday. Pete, Jars twice, and Terrence. And so I'm really excited to give this one to Corey. I also want to say that Corey's spirit is so great. We had 2 players out for picture day. If you zoom in on our team photo, you'll see that they actually showed up because she had a little cutout of them. Congratulations, Corey.
Polar Vortex Pony.
All right, hey everyone. Captain Polar Vortex Ponies. I thank you all for giving me another public speaking opportunity. I love these so much. Anyway, the captain's pick for me was extremely easy. There was one person that helped our team win a couple matches, and he is just the goodest boy. It's Hogan, Stephanie's dog. I can't pick Hogan. I have to pick an actual person. You tell him. You tell him.
You have to pick a person.
Okay, so I got to back up. It was hard. There was one point where I had to bring out a dice, and I almost rolled it just between all the people that I wanted to pick. But I was able to do it. This player, really great on the court player. They can throw it from the wing, they can throw it from the center, whatever that position between the wing and the center is called. But fast, slow, take whatever pace they need to, get all these nasty trick shots where people like, how'd that happen? But this person can catch, they can dodge, block, I mean everything that you would want in a player, this person can do. There was a couple matches where they saved a couple games, 3v1, 4v1, and it's so fun to watch them play. But off the court, this player's attitude is always so positive, always so supportive. You can ask them for a little bit of strategy, a little bit of help with whatever's going on. And that's the kind of player that we want in this community, someone with that positive attitude, shows up to 8 nights a week at Dodgeball, it seems like, even though I say that now, but yeah, so my pick for the captain's choice was Anderson. Right there, Anderson.
With the photo of Anderson.
All right, Peter, come on up.
Alright, hey everybody. So my pick for Captain's Choice this year was somebody that I've come to know now for a few years, and who's not a beginner anymore. In fact, I think when they showed up, they were really a beginner because they're a very intuitive player. They're able to keep their calm when things get tense, and they're able to see things clearly when things can, as you all know, they can get really confusing, especially in those high action moments. this is a player who seeks out those high action moments, and I think that when I imagine the way I want to play dodgeball, I think there's somebody who gets that vision too, and that feeling for energy and pace, timing, flow. And besides all the on-the-court stuff, this player does a whole lot extra off the court. And every time I'm a captain, I'm going to think about drafting my captain's choice this year, who's Terrence.
Hello. I had a tough choice on my team because every single member of my team stepped up at some point during the season and carried us through. Did amazing things. I couldn't ask for anything more. So it was a hard choice. But in the end, I decided to go with a player who was great at communicating on and off the court, who was absolutely unflappable, never got upset, just rolled with it the whole time, that was throwing well, was catching well, could play any position in the court and was happy to do so, was absolutely clutch in a one-on-one many, many times, and has been doing it longer than any other player in Minnesota. So my award goes to Tony Kuhn for the Lifetime Achievement.
Congratulations, Tony. All right, and the last one. We all are pretty familiar with Josh. He lives in Oak Cliff. He's not going to drive 2 hours, but he is submitted a video to What's the Lake. Oh, and it's the first
You know her well by now. Anyway, it's pretty cold out here, so I won't keep you long. I wouldn't want anyone getting frostbite. Hi there, it's me again. Here with my loyal companion, horse, Coco. You know her well by now, I'm sure. Give a few seconds for the donkey to neigh. Anyway, it's pretty cold out here, so I won't keep you long. I wouldn't want anyone getting frostbite, especially grandmas and donkey customers. Gently pet the donkey. I mean horse. Don't just read this, actually pet the horse. Alright, so without further ado, to my team, the Stormy Stallions. It was a fun season. I enjoyed playing alongside all of you. Now I have to choose one of you for an award. So, the Stallion Team Spirit goes to a player who has always had a positive attitude and brought the stormy energy every single week. Teddy Kirkowski. I hope I said that. Now I have to hand this banana to this lovely eager Coco Don't feel like it. Goodbye.
Congratulations, Teddy. All right, moving on to our Lavender Captains and a Captain's Choice Award, starting with Acid Rain. Zach.
Hello, everyone. I was the captain for Acid Rain. I had a lot of difficulty with this decision. I ended up just like really loving everyone who was on my team and having a blast with them, and I feel like everyone on my team deserves this award. I ended up going a little bit more with like the team spirit side of things, and player that I chose was Tyrell Cole, Ty. I found myself so many times during games, like racing onto the court after the end of a point to give him a big hug because I just saw him make such an awesome play or something. And that's kind of one of the things that I'll remember throughout this season is just really being excited every time Ty made an awesome play. He ended up wanting to move up to competitive for Stonewall through me talking with him, which was an exciting moment for me. And Ty is just really like coming into his own with Dodgeball, which is why I wanted to give it to Ty. He's not here today, but yeah, I love Ty.
Ball twisters. Yeah, so captains of ball twisters. Everybody was amazing. I had a great time playing with everyone in the little ball twisty thing. But when it came time to pick someone for this award, I kind of picked someone who's been around for a while, really great on the court, great communicator, just really selfless, I thought, and a really amazing team player, and that's my favorite kind of person to play with, so I chose Connor.
Congrats, Kyle. Dust Devil, David.
Hi. So for my award, I'd say I picked everyone on my team just based on vibes. I love good vibes, love good energy, so that's what I picked every time. This person was there every week. A lot of times we only had 9 players on our team, so if someone was out, we didn't have any sub to kind of sub in between rounds. This player was there to the end, almost every single time. When they're all, I would say they're just a good representation of the five group of Dodgeball as a whole. And my award goes to Zora.
Yeah, when we got it from the restaurant, I was like, ooh, this hurts.
Manure, next girl.
Don't make me talk.
Don't make me sing.
My selection, they had unmatched catching ability, cool-headedness under pressure, which makes them a really good teammate. They were clutch at very crucial moments, and until recently didn't know that they had a killer dart game. So my award goes to Kelly.
My head is still oily.
Oh. Katie's out sick, unfortunately, so she has given me, I'm gonna have to improvise here, she's giving me a little something to say. She's very grateful for the opportunity to captain and have such an amazing team who was willing to understand her tough love and allow her to teach the things that they wanted to, and she hopes that the entire team learned as much from her as she learned from them. This player that she's chosen was very willing to learn, and she saw a lot of growth development from week 1 to the finals. And so she has given this award to John Blair.
Okay, so my
person that I chose had really great court awareness from day one. I was very surprised by their initial skills. They had kind of just came into Dodgeball. They dramatically improved from week 1 to the final week. They made a bunch of clutch catches, a bunch of clutch plays, and I really enjoyed playing with them. They have great spirit on and off the court. It's Katrina. My team, everyone had such great moments. This was so fucking hard to pick one person that I could be like, that's who I would want to get this award. But the person that I did go with applied so much pressure at the line. They were always like, scared, and I would be scared if I was across from them. And they happened to be my first dodgeball captain ever, and that's going to be Nick French. I love him, and I'm really happy to have him on my team. All right. Thank you.
Hi guys. If I could pick every single person on my team, I would. For certain different things, whether it's just growing or just leadership. But this person I chose is fairly new, hasn't been playing too long. But they just overall very good spirit, very positive, and just kept the team upbeat. So my selection is Darren.
All right, thank you all the captains for choosing a player. I know we made it really difficult, but we appreciate all the speeches, all the thought that went behind selecting your player. The final award is the Minnesota Dodgeball Award. So this is really just a once-a-year award, and it's really given to somebody who elevates the sport, promoting inclusivity, and really elevating the community in so many different ways, whether it's forming new friendships, making sure people feel included. The person that I'm choosing for this award is pretty obvious. This player has been a pillar in the Twin Cities community for many, many years. They are always making sure that everyone is having a good time while playing the sport. They're a great captain. They are just a really exemplary individual in terms of character, in terms of their personality. And I am so happy to call this person like a really good friend as well. So the Minnesota Dodgeball Award is going to Mr. Carl Peterson. And so that was it for our awards. So the last 15 minutes or so is just reflecting on 2024 and then sharing with you all the details about 2025 and what's coming up, all right? So let's reflect on what we've done in 2024. What did we do together? We launched the Lavender League. This was the first year. We started in March. Right? It feels like we've been doing it forever, but we only launched this year, so it's been really great to have a space for members of our community to feel safe, to feel welcome, and just to really be our authentic self. So I think this is a really important league to have. We introduced foam to the community. Woo! I know that there was a lot of hesitation switching from no-sting rubber to foam. I think people were cautious. But I think with the Lavender League, with the community as a whole, I think we embraced the ball type. It seems like you all had a lot of fun this season, and the foam's not going to go away in the USA Dodgeball community, so it's really important for us as a community to embrace it. So thank you to everyone who gave it a chance, and we'll continue playing with it. We ran our first Halloween tournament. I cannot wait to see all the more creative costumes you come up with every single year. But this was such a success for our first year. It seems like you all had a great time, and we're going to continue this tradition every October. So beyond that, we launched an online store. If you want some swag, we definitely have that as an option. We started being more intentional about doing more social media, whether it's highlights, doing fitting our branding. We've been doing a lot more posts and everything. We started recording the footage of your matches on GoPro. We have a YouTube channel. Been uploading videos every week, so definitely subscribe to that channel. And then ultimately, we've been growing. We've been growing as an organization. We've been growing since the start. I don't think we had a season yet where we have a decrease in membership. So really appreciate everyone spreading the word. But honestly, most importantly, we've been celebrating each other. And I just really want to highlight this video because it brings such a joy. We just kept the video that long because of the awe at the end. But yeah, the fact that we were all like celebrating Nano and cheering them on the court really just highlights the community that we've developed together. So that was just a really fun video to share. And going back to the growth, just wanted to point out here that we started with 56 players in fall 2023 with one league. And now each season, as I mentioned, we've grown. We doubled in size in spring, and we just increased our membership gradually throughout the year. Something that we want to call out is that we get about 30% new players every season, so that's great. But what I'm most proud about is our retention. About 70% of you continue to play in our leagues, and we hope to keep up with that number and continue to add great service. And here's just some of our socials, right? Like we started 2024 with these small numbers on the side. Highlighted in yellow are numbers that we kind of overachieved in terms of our socials. And then we have our target goal. So I'll share the slide deck. There's a lot of numbers, a lot of boring information, but wanted to show or emphasize that we are growing as an organization. Winter 2025. We are launching our first W10B League. We already hit our minimum. It's likely that we're gonna hit our target, which is 60 players. We have about 43 players signed up right now. We have about a month left for registration. And I'm gonna bring Zoya. I'm gonna move the mic over to you, Zoya. Just to share a little, maybe anything you wanna share about your thoughts about W10B.
Hi guys, my name is Zoya. I'm going to be the league manager for the WTMB League, which I'm super excited for. We've hopefully we will get to 60. That's the hope. And the theme for the season is, I screenshot because I wouldn't have remembered. It's through the decades, 60s grooves to to 2010 soccer. So a lot of fun options to do with your shirts, and I am looking forward to seeing who is going to end up as captains.
Thank you, Gloria. So the W10B League is the only league that we're going to be running in with Minnesota Dodgeball. But besides our league, we are doing open gyms. We are switching from Wednesdays, Thursdays to Fridays. So if you on a Friday night want to get some exercise in before you go out, this might be a great opportunity. Something that we want to call out is the open gyms for this season. We're going to have a recreational side of the court. It's more casual play, less enforcement of the rules. And then we're going to have an advanced side where we're going to be sticking by league rules and following hard lines. It's just, if you want more competitiveness on that side of the open gym. Additionally, we're going to be introducing the community to a third ball type, which is cloth. So at some point during the open gyms, maybe towards the end of the night, we're going to hand out cloth balls, and we're going to be more intentional about playing with those balls with the different rule sets that cloth offers. We'll teach everyone gradually. I know it's a lot to try to learn about a new ball type, but we're going to be learning and be on this journey together. All right, and beyond winter 2025. So this past year, it's been a lot. It's been a lot because there's a lot of needs. There's a lot of different interests out there, and we're trying to do our best to cater to everyone's interests. So we wanted to clarify what we are offering at Minnesota Dodgeball. So we are offering 3 leagues, right? It's been known as Co-Ed, Lavender, and W2NB. These are the 3 leagues that we offer. Lavender is specifically for members of our queer community and our cis female allies. W10B is women, trans, and non-binary. Co-Ed is open to everybody. Within each of those leagues, we're going to have different divisions. Everyone is pretty familiar with recreational draft. That's what we are doing currently. Like, there's a draft league that's recreational. It's just social in nature. We are introducing an advanced draft league, an advanced bring your own team league that is salary capped, and then something known as a premier league that does not have a salary cap. And we'll go into that a little bit in detail later. But just know that these, within a season, will have these different divisions. So that will hopefully cater to a lot of different interests out there. Additionally, instead of, we thought about it, and we feel that the term co-ed is a little bit not exactly what we were going for. So we are going to kind of, it implies binary kind of gender identity. So we're going to try to rebrand it from co-ed to an open, which is pretty well known across the country. So our co-ed leagues now would be known as open leagues, right? Meaning it's open to everybody who plays. So let's talk about the 2025 schedule. So in spring 2025, we're going to try to stick with the schedule as much as we can, but everything is dependent on gym availability. We're going to have 2 divisions of Lavender. One is a social division, the rec, and one is an advanced. In addition, we're going to have an open advanced draft. And then if you don't want to play in our leagues, we will have open gyms available as well as some mini tournament scrimmages. So what the mini tournament scrimmages is, depending on what tournament is coming up in the country, we're going to allow you to have your team come together and practice against or scrimmage against another team. So there's going to be a dedicated court for you to practice against each other in like a, let's say, a 40-minute match or so. We're going to be intentional about who those teams are. We'll communicate with everyone for your scrimmage date, but we're going to try to give you the experience you need to practice together with your tournament teams. April 19th in Eau Claire, I'm working with Matt Pollum. He, I think he goes to school at the UW of Eau Claire. We're doing a charity tournament for his dodgeball club. So if you're interested in playing in a tournament, a mini tournament, we're going to be doing that on April 19th. For the summer, we are gonna have an open rec draft. For Lavender, we are gonna do our first advanced bring your own team. We're gonna have ideally probably 8 teams. You can form the teams that you want. There is gonna be a salary cap, and we'll communicate that with you. What that means is, in order for the league to be sustainable, we can't have all the best player or all the highest skilled player on one team, right? It's gonna demoralize other teams. So a salary cap is just